Hello everyone, this is Grade 6, Module 1, Lesson 17 problem set. So, for this problem set, we're taking a look at unit rate and then solving based along the unit rate. So, let's take a look at one, and it says, once a commercial plane reaches the desired altitude, the pilot often travels at a cruising speed. On average, the cruising speed is 570 miles an hour. If a plane travels at a cruising speed for 7 hours, how far does the plane travel while cruising at this speed? So we have 570 miles for 1 hour, because when it says miles per hour, it means for every 1 hour or per 1 hour. We're given 7 hours, and I'm going to show you a couple different ways to solve this. Just because this is the easiest for me, but it's not necessarily going to be easiest for everyone else. So what I have here is equivalent ratios, or also we can call those equivalent fractions, because they are into fraction form. And we know that whatever we do to one side or the bottom of a fraction, we have to do to the top. So how do I get from 1 hour to 7 hours? If I multiply by 7, 1 times 7 is 7. Therefore, on the top, I can do times 7 as well, because we want them to stay equivalent. And it's not times 7 times 7. It's really times 7 over 7, because it's a 1 whole. That will not change the value of the ratio or the fraction. All it will do is just make it an equivalent. So I have to do 570 miles times 7. And we're left with 3,990 miles. And I know it's miles because I have miles on top, hours on bottom, hours over here, so this has to be miles. So 3,990 miles. Another way to say it is we have 570 miles for every 1 hour. This is written in ratio form. And we have an equivalent of something miles for 7 hours. And I can do my V's for this one, meaning this is times 7. So this has to be times 7, and I would be doing the same thing. I could also write an equation for this. 570h will equal my total miles. So 570 times the number of hours will get me my total number of miles flown. So I can use that also to help me out. So there's 3 different ways to show this. There's other ones, but I wanted to at least give you a sample. So now for 2, let's take a look at that. It says, Denver, Colorado often experiences snowstorms resulting in multiple inches of accumulated snow. During the last snowstorm, the snow accumulated at 4/5 of an inch per hour, or 4/5 of an inch for every 1 hour. If the snow continues at this rate for 10 hours, how much snow will accumulate? So we're going to slide down and put it right down here at the bottom. And again, I can show it very similar to the way we just had. I think this one kind of lends better, at least for me, to write it as a ratio. Because I know that there's a fraction there, and it kind of looks funny when I do a fraction inside of a fraction. I'm going to put my equal sign in. And I need to know how many inches for 10 hours. So I can look at this and say, how do I get from 1 to 10? That's times 10. So I'd have to do 4/5 times 10. And I can show that off to the side. And I know that whenever I'm multiplying fractions and I have a whole number, I can make it a fraction by putting it over 1. Because if I divide 1 into 10, it'll get me 10, so that's the way I can write that. And then I'll just multiply across. 4 times 10 is 40. 5 times 1 is 5. And I'm left with 40 fifths, which can then be simplified down. 5 can go into 40 because that's like a division problem 8 times. So I'm left with 8 inches. And that's an S right there. That's one way to do it. You can use any of the other ones. I can do 4 fifths times H. So 4 fifths of an inch times the number of hours is going to get me my total inches. So I can take 4 fifths and multiply it times however many hours they give me, whether it's 10, 20, 56. I just multiply it by that number, and I'm going to get my total number of inches that fell during that time. Hope this helps. Thanks for watching, and good luck on the rest of your problem set.